Hello everyone, welcome to Kansas Future Chiefs Kingdom. Are you ready for a game-changing surprise? Hollywood Brown is back, and his unexpected debut this Saturday could redefine the Chiefs' season. From a near season-ending injury to a miraculous comeback, this is the story you won't believe. What does his return mean for Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and the team's playoff push? Stick around because this is news every fan needs to hear. Hello, Chiefs Kingdom. If you're someone who eats, sleeps, and breathes Kansas City Chiefs football, then hold on tight because we've got breaking news that's going to electrify your day. This isn't just a routine update, it's the kind of news that makes your heart race and your excitement soar. Are you ready for this? A stunning last-minute development has just been announced and absolutely no one saw it coming. Yes, you heard me right. This is the kind of twist that leaves everyone's jaws on the floor. Hollywood Brown, the explosive wide receiver the Chiefs signed this season, is set to make his regular season debut this Saturday against the Texans. That's right, he's finally back. But here's the kicker, this comeback story is so much bigger than you might think. Let's take a step back for a moment. Just a few weeks ago, the idea of Hollywood Brown stepping onto the field this season felt like a pipe dream. His preseason injury, a scary fall during a game against the Jaguars, had everyone bracing for the worst. When Brown landed awkwardly on his shoulder during his very first reception, it looked devastating. Early reports suggested he might miss the entire season. Fans were heartbroken, and the buzz around his signing began to fade. After all, how could someone bounce back from an injury like that so quickly? But then, as if scripted by the football gods, everything changed. Hollywood Brown's recovery has been nothing short of miraculous. According to the ever-reliable Jeremy Fowler of ESPN, Brown's condition has taken a dramatic turn for the better. Sources close to the player say he's made astonishing progress in recent days. Now, all signs point to him being ready to step onto the field and make his highly anticipated debut. If all goes according to plan during this week's practices, Hollywood Brown will suit up on Saturday, and Chiefs fans everywhere will finally get to see what he brings to the table. Let's be honest, this could be a game changer. Hollywood Brown didn't come to Kansas City by accident. He was one of the most exciting free agent signings of the offseason, with the Chiefs investing a solid $1 million on a one-year deal to secure his talents. That's no small commitment. Kansas City brought him in for a reason, to add speed, explosiveness, and that big play potential that makes defenses tremble. Now, with Patrick Mahomes orchestrating the offense and Isaiah Pacheco dominating the ground game, the addition of Hollywood Brown could make this Chiefs offense downright unstoppable. For those who might not be familiar with his resume, let's take a moment to appreciate just how much of a weapon Hollywood Brown truly is. Throughout his career, he's racked up an impressive 313 receptions for 3,644 yards and 28 touchdowns. That's not just good, it's elite. With an average of 11.6 yards per reception, Brown has consistently proven himself to be one of the league's most dangerous deep threats. His ability to stretch the field, break down defenses, and turn routine plays into jaw-dropping highlights is undeniable. The stuff legends are made of. And now, Hollywood Brown is ready to bring that firepower to Kansas City. Just imagine it for a second. Picture Mahomes dropping back, scanning the field with his unmatched vision, and spotting Hollywood Brown streaking down the sideline. The ball is launched, a perfect spiral cutting through the air, and boom, touchdown Chiefs. This is the kind of potential Brown brings to the table, and it's exactly what makes his debut so thrilling. But there's more to this story than just stats and highlights. Hollywood Brown's journey to this moment is a testament to resilience, determination, and sheer willpower. After being drafted by the Baltimore Ravens, Brown made his mark as a playmaker. He then shone brightly during his time with the Arizona Cardinals. Now, as a member of the Kansas City Chiefs, he's poised to rewrite his story and prove to everyone why he's one of the most electrifying players in the league. Of course, there are questions. Will Brown be able to seamlessly integrate into the Chiefs' offense at this critical juncture of the season? Can he find his rhythm alongside Mahomes, Kelce, and the rest of the squad in time for what promises to be a high-stakes matchup against the Texans? These are the burning questions on everyone's minds, and the answers are just around the corner. Let's talk about the potential impact here. Hollywood Brown's debut doesn't just add another weapon to the Chiefs' arsenal, it transforms the entire dynamic of the offense. His presence on the field could open up opportunities for Travis Kelce to dominate the middle even more. It could create mismatches that Mahomes will exploit with surgical precision. It could force opposing defenses to stretch themselves thin, trying to cover all the threats the Chiefs now possess. And let's not forget the psychological boost this brings to the team. When a key player returns ahead of schedule and in top form, it sends a ripple of energy and confidence through the locker room. It's the kind of morale boost that can elevate a team from great to unstoppable, especially during the crucial final stretch of the regular season. For Isaiah Pacheco, who's already been tearing it up on the ground, having Hollywood Brown on the field could mean fewer defenders in the box and more opportunities to break off those big runs we all love. For the offensive line, it's a chance to showcase their versatility and give Mahomes the time he needs to work his magic. For the entire Chiefs kingdom, it's a moment to rally behind a team that's gearing up for something special. So, Chiefs fans, the stage is set. Hollywood Brown is ready to shine, and Saturday's game against the Texans promises to be an unforgettable chapter in this season's story. Can you feel the excitement? The countdown has begun, and the anticipation is palpable. This is what being a fan is all about. Those moments of pure adrenaline, those moments when anything feels possible, and those moments when history is made right before our eyes. Clear your schedules, grab your gear, and get ready to witness the debut of Hollywood Brown in a Chiefs uniform. The kingdom is buzzing, the players are ready, and the spotlight is on. Will Hollywood Brown deliver the spark that takes this team to new heights? Will this Saturday mark the beginning of something extraordinary? The Kansas City Chiefs are sitting pretty at 13-1. They've clinched the AFC West, but there's still more to play for. A 2-game lead doesn't guarantee the top seed, and the last 3 weeks of the season could change everything. But here's the catch. Patrick Mahomes' ankle, injured or not, could be the difference between success and failure. And Travis Kelce, the man might be primed for another explosive playoff run, but can he stay fresh for January? Here's the reality check. Kansas City has a massive decision to make, and how they handle these final games could define their fate. The Chiefs are at a crossroads. They sit atop the AFC with a 13-1 record, yes, but let's not get it twisted. There's still a lot to prove. The 2-game lead over Buffalo is nice, but it's not the whole story. The Bills already won the head-to-head matchup, and if they run the table, Kansas City is in trouble. The Chiefs can't afford to drop too many of these last 3 games. It's crunch time, and they have to get this right. The stakes are high. If there's one thing we know, it's that Kansas City's path to the Super Bowl is not guaranteed, no matter how great their record looks. Sure, the Chiefs have battled through injuries to key players all season, and let's be honest, the offense hasn't looked as sharp as we're used to seeing. But here's the kicker. Kansas City is still the team to beat. At 13-1, they've clinched the division and are sitting pretty in the AFC standings. But don't be fooled by the numbers. We're not talking about regular season championships here. This is about a Super Bowl run, and to make that happen, the Chiefs have to play it smart. The final 3 weeks are critical, and there's no room for mistakes. Patrick Mahomes, the man, the myth, the legend, is dealing with an ankle injury that's thrown everything into chaos. We've seen this before, haven't we? One injury and suddenly the entire season's future feels up in the air. Now the question on everyone's mind, do the Chiefs push him through these last few weeks or play it safe? We all know Mahomes wants to be out there fighting with his team every step of the way. But with the playoffs on the horizon, should the Chiefs risk further injury? Can they afford to put him in harm's way when the real prize is still weeks away? These are the decisions that could change everything, but it's not just about injuries. The Chiefs have struggled with consistency this year. They've played in close games, been pushed to the limit, and relied on Mahomes to pull them out of the fire more than once. But at what point does the team start thinking about their long-term health? What if the offense needs a spark? It's a tricky balance. Sure, Mahomes has an impressive track record, but even a player like him can fall victim to a lack of rhythm. The Chiefs have to ask themselves, can they afford to let him rest, or is keeping him in the game more important to maintain momentum? And what about Travis Kelce? This man is a weapon, a legitimate threat year in and year out, especially when the lights shine brightest. His playoff runs are legendary, but how much of that success is due to rest during the regular season finale? The question isn't whether Kelce is a game changer. He absolutely is. The question is whether the Chiefs can afford to keep him fresh and healthy for the postseason, or risk wearing him down in these final games. Remember, the playoffs are a different beast. Every play, every snap, every inch matters. Kelce's ability to shake free, make defenders miss, and create mismatches is exactly what Kansas City needs in the postseason. But with his age and injury history, can they afford to push him too hard now? Here's the truth. Resting Kelke, even for one game, could be the key to unlocking another playoff run. Giving him time to recharge might be the difference between him running on fumes or exploding for another 100-yard game when it matters most. And let's not forget Andy Reid, the mastermind. He knows how to play this game. He's been around long enough to understand when to rest players, when to push them, and when to pull back. His track record of managing workloads during the regular season is top-notch. And before you go, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to stay updated on all the action as we get closer to the playoffs. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Chiefs.